Hello everyone, I'm John with JP Strategic Investments, and today we're going to go over why you should not use a trailing PE ratio to value Tesla or any other high growth company. So I'm sure if you're at all familiar with Tesla stock, you've heard people talk about how wildly overvalued the stock is. Now the bear case used to be that Tesla would never be profitable, but now that Tesla has begun to prove that wrong, the bear case has shifted to Tesla being overvalued. And one of the main things that's often brought up in this argument is Tesla's PE ratio. Now, to be completely honest, Tesla has a ridiculously high PE ratio. If you look at Google, Tesla currently has a PE ratio of just over 1,000. Although, after accounting for their latest earnings report, it's actually just under 700, but it's still very high. For comparison, the average PE ratio historically for companies in the S&P 500 has been in the mid to low 20s. Now, there's a problem though with using this type of valuation for high growth companies like Tesla. And to understand that problem, we have to look at how PE ratios actually work. You may have noticed in the beginning of this video that I mentioned a trailing PE ratio. That's because there's actually two types of PE ratios. There's a trailing PE ratio and a forward PE ratio. The trailing PE ratio is generally the most commonly referred to of the two, and if you ever look up a company's PE ratio, it will generally be the trailing PE ratio, unless it specifically says forward PE ratio. So what's the difference? Well, a PE ratio stands for price to earnings ratio. So basically it takes the market cap of the company and it divides it by the annual earnings or net income of the company. Now a trailing PE ratio takes the last 4 quarters of earnings and divides it by the current market cap. But a forward PE ratio takes the estimates for the next 4 quarters of earnings and divides that by the current market cap of the company. So obviously a trailing PE ratio is very easy to calculate because we already have the numbers for all the companies and their last 4 quarters of earnings. But a forward PE ratio, on the other hand, is somewhat harder to calculate because it relies on certain predictions of what the company will earn in the next 4 quarters. So let's get into why a trailing PE ratio is not a good way to value a company like Tesla and why it's actually much better to use a forward PE ratio. So Tesla currently has a market cap of about $391 billion, and in the last 4 quarters, they made a total net income of about $561 million. This gives Tesla a PE ratio, or a trailing PE ratio, of about 691, which is high by any standards. The problem, though, is that Tesla is growing at a very fast pace. For example, their net income in Q3 was over triple what it was in Q2. And for a company that expects to sell close to double the amount of cars next year than it did this year, it just doesn't make sense to value them using past earnings. So this is why it makes much more sense to value the company using expectations for future earnings. Just to prove our point here, let's say that Tesla doesn't grow at all. Let's say that excluding the stock-based compensation for Elon, they just make the same amount of profit that they did in Q3 for the next 4 quarters. That would mean that Tesla would have an annual net income of about $3.5 billion, and it would give them a forward PE ratio of 112, which actually for a high growth company is relatively low. Now, if they did grow as we expect them to in 2021 and bring in closer to $5 billion in net income, then that would give them a forward PE ratio of around 80, which for a company growing at the rate that Tesla is growing is very low. So while Tesla may seem overvalued based on its past and even current income, it's actually undervalued based on future growth. And that's only the next year. If you plan on holding the stock for 3 to 5 years or more, then Tesla's trading at a bargain based on expected future growth. I hope this video helped explain why using a trailing PE ratio is not a good tool to use when valuing high growth companies like Tesla. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing, and have a great day.